Hello everyone, this is Home of Politics. Welcome so much. Continue tuning in, and I appreciate so much for the new subscribers, returning viewers. I really want to appreciate your support so much. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to handle a lot of things, but here we need to be very sincere and honest with everyone. What we are going to talk about today, it is not a matter of favoring another person or being unfair to anyone here. My good people, we all know about the recent report that the Azimio la Umoja coalition has written to cancel the Wednesday's demonstration that had been rescheduled as part of the program to make a step in the lowering the food cost in Kenya. The reasons as to why this was cancelled is because they addressed us in their official letter. They said they shall be lighting candles and flowers in respect of the victims who were injured during demonstration. Maybe if I can read this report in a very fast. Flowers and candles for police shooting victims. I read, since the last violent breakup of our peaceful protest by the police goons, Azimio la Umoja has taken time to get as complete a picture as possible of the pain inflicted on protesters. While the exercise is incomplete and remains ongoing, a clear picture has emerged of massive casualties. So far, we have at you have at least 50 deaths and 100 admitted in the hospitals with grave injuries. Many hospitals have been instructed not to disclose the number of casualties and deaths or even admit victims of police brutality. Many are therefore nursing their injuries at homes, while others have had their death go unrecorded. Many families are struggling with bills as a result of brutal police assaults on members. It is clear we are dealing with an unprecedented phenomenon of police brutality and of the state resorting to armed militia to quell protests. We have visited hospitals and morgues, and we have established that police and hired gangs shot and killed or wounded scores of people at close range. Some have shot on their backs as they were fleeing, or others in a position of surrender. The spine, they have been aimed at the vital organs and delicate parts of the body of the victims, like the abdomen, spine, chest, the head. All the victims have been unarmed. We have reasons to believe that at the end of the exercise of the collecting of data, the number of the deaths will be in their hundreds and the injuries will be in their thousands. In light of the above, Azimio has made a decision that on Wednesday, 26th July 2023, we will hold a different kind of protest. The peaceful protesters will take their form of solidarity, parades, and vigil for victims of police brutality in various locations in all parts of the country. We are calling on Kenyans to come out, light candles, and lay flowers, preferably white in color, in remembrance of and in respect of the victims. On that day, we will also roll out the process of reaching out to the families of the victims with view of offering any assistance that can lessen their burden. During the vigil, candle lighting and laying of flowers, we encourage Kenyans to say prayers and read out the names of the victims. We shall provide the list of the victims in the time for the exercise. We ask Kenyans to pray also so that we intend to to pray also so that the International Criminal Court takes up the matter based on the expanded list of perpetrators that we intend to finish to the court with the due course. This struggle will continue. Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition Party, July 24th, 2023. My good people, as we can underline some paragraphs under this report that Azimio la Umoja have just presented on us, I see a lot of hypocrisy in this report. This is because these leaders who are in the forefront of Azimio la Umoja, leaders like Raila Amolo Odinga, Martha Karua, Kalonzo Musyoka, we see them as the light of Azimio la Umoja. It is true. But here they're giving us promises that I'm doubting if it will happen or if it will be reached to that conclusion. We see they are promising these victims that after the lighting candles and laying of flowers, they will reach out the victims in their various homes, various places. Hey, this is so serious because right now we cannot even establish the number of victims, the number of people, and their specific homes where they are found. How can these leaders at least navigate in the country and arrive in these all households? That is just a simple question. And I know this one will not be possible because comparing on how the grief is prevailing, people are even suffering in the hospitals. If these people could be so much caring, they could have even at least raised the hospital bill to pay for medication, drugs, and even food for those people who have been nursed in the hospitals and they have burden of clearing their medical bills. My fellow Kenyans, why should they wait until the number of deaths is increasing up to more than 50 so that they can walk with flowers and candles in the street as showing remorse, as showing respect to the victims? That question I pose to you, I don't know if the answer is right or no. My fellow Kenyans, the procedure of working with the candles will not solve anything to help the situation right now. I'm not against the working and lighting of the candles, but that one is their own decision. If we can go one by one, analyzing these people. No, before we reach there, we can see it was on Tuesday 18th, when Kalonzo Musyoka read and gave his speech together with the other Azimio leaders. I will read directly from what Kalonzo Musyoka said so that we cannot have other things. Because let me read. We reiterate the call for the regime to immediately pay the hospital bills of all Kenyans who were injured as a result of police brutality during the recent protests and pay compensation to those who lost their property. End of speech. If Azimio la Umoja is calling upon the government, the regime, to pay the hospital bills, to compensate the people whose properties have been destroyed, then how is it possible that in the report that they wrote yesterday on date 24th, how is it possible that this Azimio la Umoja coalition will be going around and giving assistance to these victims, to these people who have undergone suffering because of demonstration? Are they the one who will be helping the victims, or they want the government to pay and give everything to the victims? Let it not happen that day when it arrives, they start saying it should be the government who should pay. It is the government who should provide the medical programs to these people who are injured. But there is a complication there because we don't see if they are really clear on what they are meaning. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are talking about three people: Kalonzo Musyoka, Martha Karua, and Raila Amolo Odinga. If we can follow personal profile of these people, starting with Raila Amolo Odinga, my good friends, there have been no any instance whereby it have been recorded or written that Raila Odinga have even sacrificed to fund or to give relief donations to any of the people in the communities. If I'm wrong, please you will correct me. In the comment section, you will send me the evidence and other things, because according to my research, I have not found it anywhere. Things to do with charitable work, volunteering, that one is not things to do with Raila Amolo Odinga. Surprisingly enough, during 2022, the campaign period, he gave out the pay bill where everybody could send him 100 shillings, poor Kenyans contributing to a rich person. That is the opposite of the facts. You send 100 to Raila Amolo Odinga to fund the campaigns. Yet, during strategies like floods, road accidents, poverty, hunger, this person even cannot afford to donate simple food donation. That one really amazes me. And so when you look at him, charitable works like those one, we have not seen such like qualities in Raila Amolo Odinga. Things to do with going in hospital, finding someone poor who has been treated and is not able or she's not able to cater for the bills. We have never heard anywhere. Things to do with the scholarship, improving the welfare of these maybe orphans, paying for them school fees, we have not heard anywhere. That one makes me to really doubt Raila Amolo Odinga if he is going to pocket in his pocket on Wednesday to give assistance to these people who are victims of demonstration. My good people, get me clearly. It is not that I am having bad attitude towards Raila Amolo Odinga, but we are just talking about the facts. Another thing, it was back in 2012, that is when he just helped in launching a certain project in Turkana County, and it was in help with the government of Israel. Yeah, he just went there at least to help launching that project. I can read at least from what he said, the speech, some close there. Raila read, I am extremely grateful to the government of the State of Israel for taking up my appeal for support for the Turkana community in this project. So, Raila Amolo Odinga chipped in this project only because it was his duty, like it was his duty in the office to initiate that project, but it was not out of his own pocket. And so, when we follow about the record of charitable work, volunteering, helping the society, doing the good wills, like out of hand, out of your own heart, he is not having those things. He does not have those qualities. And as I have said, I don't know about other things, maybe in his village in Bondo, maybe his neighbors have benefited chini ya maji, but we don't know. So you can send me your ideas and correct me if I am wrong. Another second person that we are going to see here, it is Martha Karua. Martha Karua is known to be a magistrate, has been handling so big offices in Kenya. She is among a strong woman. She's among those people who can be iconic motivators or mentors of women and small girls in Kenya. We can see last year is that she has been trending as an iron lady, and that is very good because she has empowered us in very many ways. But my question is, as a mother, as an iron lady, as a strong woman, what effort has she make in the background, at least to support these women and mothers who are following her on her own back because she is the iron lady? Is there any chama, any circle, any foundation that she has supported the women around her, at least to prosper? Any of the volunteering activities, charitable work, donation, relief, aiding, so whatever, name them. If I'm wrong, correct me and send me your ideas about what she has done personally as Mother Karua, not as a coalition, not as NAC party. Get me right? So, according to my research, Martha Karua has nothing to do with supporting the community, society, and any of the initiative that she has volunteered out of her own funds to do that thing. And here, when we talk about giving any of the assistance to the people who have been injured during demonstration, my friend, it's a lie, because if this person has been in politics for all these many years, these people who have been rioting in the streets, they are only youths ranging from 20 to 25 years. When you were born, Mother Karua was on the seat. Don't forget that. And for all these years, we have not seen any of our own personal projects like helping women to women, girl child mentorship programs. I think you understand me when I talk about those small associations in your own community or in your own villages. None of them, we have seen them. Then you expect that on Wednesday, after lighting candles, after laying flowers, Mother Karu is going to move around home by home, giving out assistance, donations to those people who have been affected by demonstration. I'm also waiting to see those wonders. My good friends, the last person here whom we are going to discuss a lot, it is Kalonzo Musyoka. This man is a great man. He is a person of pure intentions for real, for his people. My good people, we can look at Kalonzo Musyoka when we compare with Martha Karua and Raila Amolo Odinga. Kalonzo Musyoka is far much ahead of the two. Why should I say so? When we look at the volunteering activities, associations that Kalonzo Musyoka has been engaging himself with, he has gone a step ahead. As far as back in 2007, those years, he established an organization called Kalonzo Musyoka Foundation. This Kalonzo Musyoka Foundation is everywhere. You can search it in Google everywhere. You will find it there. They have partners, different partners like the Jubilee Church. They also have other Kalonzo diaspora members who are not in Kenya. They are far abroad, but they are still members in Kalonzo Musyoka Foundation. My good people, this foundation has helped a lot of children and empowered a lot of youths in the northern of Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, we can see some of the programs that are being practiced under this foundation. We have the bursary schemes, whereby school-going children in primary, in secondary schools from these regions, they are being given school funds, school bursaries to cater for their school fees, and so it has really helped more than 2,000 students to further their academics. That is a good job. We also see another program like Children's Home. This is where children who their family have been affected by maybe drought, HIV and AIDS, and other things. They are being helped to find a living in these children's home. Mentorship programs. This foundation has youths who have been empowered, and the same youths are going around the villages donating what they have been empowered to, at least to encourage the villagers and to talk to young people and give them hope. We also have projects like water project. We know in the northern Kenya it is somehow a dry area and water is not easily found, and this program is therefore there to provide water, even maybe launching taps and other water storages like dams, at least to serve the community. We also have HIV and AIDS awareness. This also goes hand in hand with the mentorship programs, because they are teaching people on how to those who have HIV AIDS, how to live with HIV AIDS, how to take care of yourself. These are good things that are happening with Kalonzo Musyoka. We also have Eco Block project. This is using the locally available materials in the building, like low cost building, using of sand, the iron sheets, things that are around, at least to develop your homes. We also have women enterprise funds. This is where women come together in small groups. They are given some support in terms of fund, to develop their businesses, to cancel them, at least to make them have progress as women themselves. And finally, we have conflict resolution. Conflict resolution is whereby this program helps these villagers, communities that it is neighboring to each other when they have a problem to solve it in a peaceful way. That is what we call the Kalonzo Musyoka Foundation. I've just analyzed some of the program, but if you need more, just go in the website, search for Kalonzo Musyoka program. My good people, when I talk about Kalonzo Musyoka in the intentions of helping these people who have been injured during the demonstration, I see it can come true, it can come real, because at least from his background, he has something that we can stand for and say he has that heart of helping. And so, when himself can volunteer from his pocket, from his funds, to go in the hospital, clear the hospital bills, donate foods to these people who have been injured, and also give them hope, that one can be facts. But to these two people, I really don't believe them, because there is no anything that we can talk about it, saying that it is their foundation. Never. If I'm wrong, please correct me, and let me have your ideas in the comment section. But to me, this thing to do with Azimio la Umoja, going around helping those households, going to the hospitals, helping them, I think it is really false hope. It is just false hope to tell us that our leaders from this Azimio coalition are concerned about the welfare of the people who were injured during demonstration. I don't know if it will come true, but let us see and wait. I don't know what you are thinking. If you come in the same village with Raila Amolo Odinga or Martha Karua, please you can send me the projects, the improvement that he has done or she has done around you, if you have benefited locally from them. But to me, I have a lot of questions in my head as to whether they are going to do how they have said. And really, instead of going around and lighting candles, and I just think that the coalition has a lot of money indeed, because these people are being paid. And before you become a member of Azimio Party, you have to pay membership fee. At least they could have collected some amount and cleared the hospital bills from all the hospitals where these victims are being admitted, before we talk about further demonstrations and condemning each other. And so if it become a game, the opposition says the government or the regime should clear the bill, should pay or should refund those who have been injured. On the other side, the government is saying those people who engage themselves in demonstration will suffer their consequences, will be accountable for what has happened. Then who will help another one here? Yet Azimio la Umoja is promising us that on Wednesday there will be assistance. Whose stand should we follow, by the way? Thank you, my good people, for watching. Continue sending me your answers to these many questions that I have posed. Have a nice time.